Okay, so you got a chance to try this. You're just going to watch me kind of give a possible solution, right? There's lots of times that there's more than one way to come up with the answer. I'm going to choose the left side to begin because it looks a little more messy than the right side. So we'll just start with rewriting it. And usually when I see 1 minus sine squared, I start thinking about Pythagorean identity because I've got 1, I've got sine squared. So remember, Pythagorean identity is sine squared plus cos squared equals 1. And notice if I isolate for cos squared by subtracting sine squared on both sides, cos squared equals 1 minus sine squared. So I got 1 minus sine squared is the same as cos squared, so I'm going to take that 1 minus sine squared out and replace it with cos squared. So that gives me sine A over, now we're using A's instead of thetas, so this is cos squared A. Okay? And then from here, notice there's not much I can do. My strategies are turn everything to sines and coses, make sure I have common denominators, that kind of thing. So we're looking at one side, I've got one full fraction. I am all in terms of sine and cos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I'm going to let this be. I'm going to now turn my attention to the right side, and because the right side has a tan in it, and I usually want to rewrite everything in sines and coses. So let's go over here and I'll write the right side of the equation and try to simplify the right side. And if I simplify the right side and it ends up looking like this, then I've done my job. I'm saying these two things are identical. So again, turn everything to sines and coses. So I've got tan, and remember one of our basic identities is that tan is sine over cos. So I'm going to rewrite tan as sine over cos, and that's still all over cos. Okay, see what I did there? That's just tan on the top. Now I've got a fraction divided by a fraction. This fraction's denominator is 1, and so I'm really taking sine of A over cos of A, which is really that numerator, and I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of this, which is 1 over cos of A, and see what I get? Multiply my numerators together, I get sine A. Multiply the denominators together, I have cos A times cos A. That's cos squared of A. And now I've shown that the right side, I've whittled it down to this, is the same as the left side because I whittled it down to this. So my last statement here, I kind of ran out of space, but my last statement is, look, the left side now does equal the right side, and I'm done. I've proved what I set out to prove.